Welcome back.
It's recording?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Continue.
To another week of Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted Crypto Podcast. Hey, yo.
It's a good one. It's going to be another good one.
These are somewhat planned.
Somewhat planned?
We've been more scripted these last few.
There is zero script.
There's a while. Okay, yeah, you're right.
We take notes.
We have things we want to talk about.
Yes.
Well, a thing, and then we just go off of that.
And then we go.
Fair enough.
Provide some info and some stuff on that one thing. Today's thing is...
Oh, I'm going to tell you what Rogan tells people.
Oh.
Fist away.
Fist away. Okay. Thank you. He was saying I was swallowing the mic.
He was deep throating that.
Just a little close.
Okay, I forgot. Can't curse.
Just a little close.
Cursing's not good.
Cursing's
beep that. Or don't beep. I don't know. You decide.
Beep it.
You can beep it. Beep the B word.
Beep it. It's not good for the algorithm.
It's not good for the algos. Which actually, we're still on topic, but a lot of podcasts have been starting to bleep. Well, not a lot of podcasts. A lot of podcasts on YouTube, their videos are starting to bleep their cursing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw when my dad put on Schultze, I was like, yo, they just bleeped out Schultze's, like, I don't know what he was saying. But...
Wait, no. You have to be careful with those. When those typically, okay, depends. There's Schultze, some of those are need to be bleeped.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I've never seen him be bleeped before. I was
I've seen people.
I've never seen him be bleeped. So I was like, this is probably really bad.
He's been bleeped a few times.
I was like, what you said was probably justified.
Yeah, no. That's funny.
Yeah, so I was like, but it was also after you told me that people started.
Oh well, no. He did bleep one in one of the more recent episodes, which is probably that one. I don't remember.
It was like right at the beginning too.
But no, that was some wild stuff he said though.
Yeah,
I don't think it was like not wild.
Yeah. Oh, because did you see it like on Spotify?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I watch it everywhere. He gets better yet. Sometimes they get 2 views from me. They get an audio only, and then they get the YouTube version, depending how I feel. Like I start midway one way, and I go, "Oh, I'll just finish it on the other way."
That's funny.
I just jump all off. So, what are you gonna be talking about today, Alex?
I was gonna ask you the same exact question.
But I'll ask you first.
Yeah, because you interrupted me. No, that's okay.
I interrupt everyone.
That's okay. We're gonna be talking about block explorers today. What is a block explorer?
I was gonna ask you that. I'm about to go, what's a block explorer, bro?
Yeah, well,
explores blocks?
It explores blocks. But what are blocks? Blocks are storage units on blockchains. They pretty much have information on transactions that are going on.
It's how it's stored, essentially. Yep. Keeping it simple.
Yep, keeping it simple. Stored information on blockchains.
So it'll be like how Bitcoin mints a block every, 7 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Every 10 minutes, and it has like how much transaction be stored in that one block.
Yeah. That changes. But yeah.
That varies? So some have more than others?
Yeah. But very minimal. It's nothing crazy. It's just how much, because Bitcoin blocks have a certain amount of information that they could hold. Mm-hmm. And then once that information is filled up, then that's it. No more transactions can be added to that block. Yeah, it's the next one. So
I have a question now. Are there situations where part of the transaction starts on one block and gets finishes on the other?
No,
or never?
No. Full transactions happen on one block.
Even if it goes over the allocated storage space?
Then it won't go in that block.
It'll just be moved over to the next block.
That transaction will be part of what they call the meme pool. Transactions that have yet to be
validated.
Just executed.
So it'll be moved over to the next block.
To another block until it fits.
The next block that has space.
Yeah.
That fits the entire transaction within it.
And also within the order of like when it was put in.
Yeah, of course. So I think it's 2 questions now. So in this same scenario, if the block doesn't fit, right, because the transaction is bigger, so the next transaction in line that does fit will be placed there in the block prior, or would that block just get closed off with the extra space? Or we're not sure exactly how that works.
I'm not exactly sure. It'd probably be dependent on how many transactions down it needs to go in the meme pool. Like if it's too much if it's just if it just like checks the next 5, probably like an example, like it'll probably just check a couple, and then if none of them fit, then it just closes that block, goes to the next one.
I think it'll check more than 5, but yeah.
Yeah. It was just.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are like what's an example of a block explorer? Like which one would be?
So an example of a block explorer?
Yeah.
So there's actually a handful of block explorers. Blockchair, Etherscan, SoulScan, blockchain.com. Those are all examples of blocks. They all have block explorers.
Okay.
Essentially, the main thing for block explorers is to have the data from the blockchain just easily accessible to people in like a friendly user interface.
So like a readable version
Of
to the user.
Yeah, because this information is available to anyone who runs their own node or validator. Node.
But if you don't run one,
then typically you would look for the information on a block
explorer that tells you, oh, this is what happened in this specific thing.
Correct. Yeah, because typically what it is, it's block explorers just use APIs to draw information from their own nodes or other nodes, and just upload that information onto their website. If you have your own node, then you can do that yourself, but that's not user friendly. It requires more
technical know-how. How to set it up, how to use it, and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's obviously just for like transactions that are happening on chain for that specific chain, per block explorer.
Okay. So they also have block explorers for like NFT projects, right? Like that follow those transactions. Because I saw that with Nansen.
Okay, so Nansen is a company that utilizes Etherscan and probably some other. I don't know. I know that they started with Ethereum. That they essentially start labeling certain wallets with certain things. Their whole like product is parsed information. Because on Etherscan, you'll just see certain wallet addresses, but you won't necessarily know exactly what that wallet address is until like it gets labeled or more information is attached to that wallet.
So I saw a video that they kind of explained how this was a video from a year ago. So if there's any updates, I don't know. I didn't check out Nansen myself because I didn't sign up for the free trial. We have to have someone who knows about this thing.
Sign up for the free trial? Or
I didn't sign up for a free trial.
Okay.
I just saw the paid version at that time, what it looked like. And they were talking about how some of the wallets are going to be labeled, like if they're like a legendary wallet or whatever. Like
so like there's wallets labeled as like whales, smart money.
And what I was reading and what I found out from the video is those wallets essentially just what NFTs are they holding essentially, like what level of rarity, like if they're holding multiple apes or they're holding multiple things and they're minting other projects, like okay, this project has like this is what they're just providing the information of this wallet that holds these other blue chip NFTs that are high valued or is also investing or buying these other,
like they probably label wallets as like influencer wallets,
something like that. From what I saw, if I'm not mistaken, it was like legendary
trendsetters, trend followers,
something, and then it just it's
automatic market makers and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just showing how it worked, like the flow of that, like what's being minted and like their discrepancies, like in mint, sell, and everything else.
Like just overall like data information on
just
specific
what
projects.
movements of the NFT is being done. So like if you were to click a Bored Ape, it's like what movement of the Bored Ape is happening or who holds what, and then it trickles down to like new projects coming out.
That's all information that you could find on Etherscan also.
But individually.
Yeah, individually.
What I'm saying is Nansen just creates a pool of it and labels those wallets, and then it shows you what they own already. Like you don't have to check each one individually. They take it all. I'm assuming they use Etherscan or to some level of like that reading, and then just populate it all on one page. Versus, I'm assuming through Etherscan you have to go one by one to check them.
So like in Etherscan, if you find like the smart wallet, the smart contracts wallet address for let's say Bored Ape, you would see that there will be a tab there that says distribution that will show you how many different wallets have the tokens associated for that specific project. it is specific. You do have to find it specifically for that, for like those contracts. Nansen just provides a very user friendly and like what's it called, chewed up information and regurgitated, so it's even more like accessible and more useful than Etherscan. But yeah, I'm trying to find I'm gonna look for right now for
which one,
for specifically how distribution of like those wallets are shown
for on Etherscan.
Yeah, for tokens on Etherscan. So let's say I go to.
Just remember that people can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
So you have to kind of walk them through what you're looking at.
Yeah, so on Etherscan, I pretty much searched up for a smart contract. I searched for Shiba Inu and clicked on the contract's wallet address. And then on there, you could click, when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see transactions that are going on specifically with that SHIB token. On there's a bunch of like tabs. On one of them it says analytics, and under analytics it'll tell you like information on like highest balance, lowest balance, overall transactions are being done with that specific contract. And I remember seeing somewhere, I think they might have changed it, like the overall distribution amongst the total wallet holders. So like if one wallet has like 30% of the tokens for that contract, it will show you. Yeah. But like I said, this is specifically, for Etherscan, where it has like smart contracts for block explorers like Blockchair or blockchain.com for Bitcoin. Proof of work, like for Bitcoin that's not smart contract enabled, it wouldn't have that type of information.
It just has like the transaction information, like how many, like what was minted on that block, like what transactions were put on it.
Yeah, what transactions were put on there, the total transaction, the total like volume, and the hash rate, the typical hash rate for the last few blocks.
That's also part of the difference, right, between the, like when you look at a Bitcoin block explorer and the Etherscan, is that for Etherscan it shows you like every single transaction individually, right? Versus I think on Bitcoin it doesn't, because it just lumps up to that one big block,
to
right?
that block, yeah. Yeah, so Bitcoin's all network nodes right now are sitting at about 6,827 nodes. Block, it tells you the block information, the amount of transactions going on, how many total addresses there are, like active being used, fees being spent, 24-hour statistics. So this is just all like just general like information, like technical data, like technical as in like from a market, like a market's perspective.
Which it's usable for the people because they can see what projects are being like have more movement in that time and stuff like that.
So yeah, for Ethereum and like smart contract, yeah, it's really cool because whenever you see like a certain contract, you could identify how healthy it is. Like, is it getting a lot of traction? Are there a lot of users using this? Is there more money coming into it? Is there more money coming out to it? Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think it's important to note, specifically on Etherscan, that it is not funded or operated or managed by the Ethereum Foundation.
It's its own.
It's like separate entity from from like the ETH developers. I'm sure everyone on Etherscan who's developed that website works with Ethereum quite heavily.
Like with the project itself,
with just the blockchain, but now with the foundation.
Oh yeah,
not the founders of Ethereum.
Yeah, that makes sense. You have to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they say Etherscan says that the mission is to facilitate blockchain transparency, which is kind of like the main use case for block explorers, because all transactions on blockchains are public information.
But it's how readable is it to the naked eye?
Exactly, because if we are running a node, it's not everyone can run a node, or
not everyone can understand it.
Exactly. So Block Explorer is just our easier way for indexing and making those all that information searchable and readable and like easier to analyze.
So what is chain analysis considered as?
Chain analysis, they're just they're like actually analysts. They're people who have gone through these block explorers or the nodes, identify. They kind of do similar to what Nansen does. Mm-hmm. Identify certain like wallets. Oh, these transactions. But instead of Nansen being used for like investing purposes, chain analysis will be used for more criminal activity type stuff.
Oh, like detecting?
Yeah,
like
detecting.
That's their main focus?
Yeah, so they would be looking for money laundering, fraud, just overall like theft, like things going on with, or like they also probably have some information on just like the general health of the blockchains and which blockchains are growing or shrinking. So similar to Nansen, but they just provide, like, at least for the most part, they provide reports and like auditing.
So like a crypto auditing company?
Yeah, they're more auditing. Nansen provides an API that people could use to like create like trading bots or just like notifications for when certain markers are hit. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, let's say Vitalik decides to buy some coin from somewhere. You could just like set that up. Like, I'm sure that there's APIs that you could pull that from Etherscan. That's a product that Etherscan offers. It's also a product that Nansen offers.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
It is important to know though that block explorers do not, specifically Etherscan, does not provide a wallet. Like they don't provide like a wallet service. They're not a wallet service provider.
Like they're just a
block explorer.
Yeah, like others are
like crypto.com, blockchain.com. My bad. Blockchain.com.
Oh, and what's the other one? CoinMarketCap.
And CoinMarketCap both have block explorers.
Yeah, and they both have exchanges.
Both have, yeah.
Well, I don't know if the one you're talking about has exchanges. I know this one also has like an exchange feature.
Blockchain.com. Yeah, they do.
And other things.
Yeah. But Etherscan does not have a wallet that they provide. So.
And block explorers are all like made specifically for a specific currency or token.
Typically, not all of them. Like blockchain.com has a bunch of different.
Yeah, they're made for more than one. But like SolScan is typically for all projects.
Yeah, they typically try to stay more focused on the one that they're trying to focus on.
Okay, cool, interesting stuff. What?
So there's like a key difference between proof of work chains and staking chains. Mm-hmm. Proof of work chains, I think I mentioned before how they showed like what the current hash rate is for that specific chain. So like Bitcoin right now is at 280.29 like exahashes. I think which is a ridiculously high number. While smart contract chains don't typically show hashes, they just show more what are gas fees like.
Yeah, because that's what it takes for them is gas fees to run.
It's how like how many transactions are being done.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's like a key difference between like proof of chain. I mean, my bad. Proof of work versus proof of stake contracts.
Are there any other specific use cases for Block Explorer, or is it just generally transactioning and then seeing where the movement is gone?
Use cases?
Yeah. Like, why would we or I need to use a Block Explorer for?
So typically there's like just, I guess some would say just alpha, or if you're trying to, let's say, create a non-for-profit corporation or an entity, and you want to ensure your people where the money, like just the whole transparency thing.
Yeah.
Just posting your like links for like where your transactions are going to be or where your transactions are going, like
Doxing yourself to a degree?
Yeah, for that entity, for like nonprofit entities, just to show people.
So like the government should be doxing yourself the entire time, right?
Yeah, all government. If the government were to be on chain, all their
you want to say on chain. I mean, like just in general, they should be ideally.
What they do though, to a degree.
Do they?
Yeah, they give you like reports as.
They're gonna tell us, it's going 100 million to the defense budget.
Yeah, but is 100 million going to the defense budget for research and development,
or 100 million going to
someone's pocket?
To someone's pocket. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, where is the funding going?
Yeah, so like that's kind of what like the benefit of blockchain is. It's just like, oh, you say you're spending it here, prove it, and then you actually see it being spent where they say it's being spent.
Interesting.
I think it's cool how you could search for certain things on these block explorers, because these block explorers literally look like search engines to a degree. For Etherscan, it's also enabled. So instead of like typing a full like wallet address, because you can search by wallet address, you can search by blocks, by block number.
ENS?
By ENS. Yeah. So like if you just know someone's ENS name, ENS domain, like you just search.
Just show up their entire thing.
It'll show up the wallet.
That wallet it's associated with.
Associated, yeah. Which is really cool. So
easier to search for people if you already know what you're looking for.
Yeah, if you already know what you're looking for.
So I have a question. So
like I say that non-for-profit is like saveducks.eth. You'll see, saveducks.eth is going towards like pond restoration or.
So essentially, if I wanted, for example, I'm on OpenSea looking for these apes, and I see an ape. Mm-hmm. I can just, on OpenSea, just click on the wallet, it takes you there, and you already know who owns it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You'll see transactions on the chain are all public information.
Never mind.
Where are you trying to go with that?
Never mind. Doesn't matter. I was going to say that you can use the Explorer to go look for that information, but OpenSea in this situation gives it to you.
Well, OpenSea will give you the information specifically for that smart contract, for that ape.
Yes.
And then if you click on that OpenSea account, it'll show you other NFTs and stuff.
No, when you click on their wallet, it takes you to their wallet, to their collection.
To their collection, yes. But it's OpenSea's NFT strict, like strictly NFTs.
Correct.
If you go on, you could open up that same exact wallet on Etherscan, and it'll show you all the transactions, every smart contract.
Yeah, you're right.
So it will give you like a deeper dive.
It'll give you more information. I was looking at it just for specifically the example I was going to give was like with the ape. But yeah, if you want a deep dive, you click on it, it shows you everything else that he's done.
Yeah.
And what other moves have been made.
Correct.
That is true.
Yeah. That's why they say it's always safe practice to generate a new wallet address whenever you're going to be sending money to a specific account that you're trying to send money to.
I'm going to ask the question, just in case the audience doesn't know, but what do you mean generate a new wallet address? Like when you go to send?
So whenever you're going to receive funds from into a specific wallet, there's typically a setting in there that you could alter or change to regenerate
the public keys.
The public key, correct. So your private key will still be the same, but your public key will be different. So whenever you go to send funds from let's say a place that has KYC, or just any place in general, it will be sending funds to a new public key.
And then you'll no longer be able to identify
as the
same owner.
As the same owner, correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
so anytime we send funds out, you should be doing that.
Yeah.
From a KYC.
From a KYC, yeah. To make sure you don't have a target on your back.
Also, this is not financial advice or any term of advice. You do whatever you want with this information being provided.
Yeah.
I mean, safe than sorry.
Safe and sorry. Yeah. I mean, it is a security device.
I understand that. I understand what you're telling me, but I also understand how things can be misinterpreted and be used for malicious intent.
Absolutely.
So it's better to be safe than sorry.
I see what you mean.
Hot take, buddy. You don't think somebody's going to want to be like, ooh.
Whoa. What do you say?
Some money.
No, but like, it just, it's like, I don't know.
You don't want to what? You don't want to what? No, you don't want.
You want people knowing how much you're carrying in your wallet at any specific time. It just puts a target on your back. It's like the specific example I heard was having a clear book bag with just cash inside there and walking around. You don't want to do something like that.
100%.
That's what the purpose of like changing.
Yeah. And the other purpose is you also don't want people to know that that's a wallet that's associated with you.
Yeah, I can see how there's malicious
and that you want to send the funds from that is KYC that are yours to there, and then identify the different thing.
I understand that also. Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing.
So what I was trying to figure out when I was doing some research for Etherscan was how they specifically get their information onto their chain. Obviously, they're interacting with the node and pulling the information from the chain directly. But I wanted to see, how many nodes are they getting information from, like, and all that stuff.
Probably everyone. You can probably support Etherscan somehow.
Yeah, so
and they're running multiple nodes.
Yeah. So what I saw, I ended up finding a completely different page. I found etherscan.io/node tracker/nodes, which shows the total number of nodes that are running like Ethereum on it.
How many nodes does Ethereum have, if you know that number right away?
576. Oh, my bad. 5,765,542 nodes found.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
So I had a follow-up question to that.
That's something I found.
Can you see where the large amount of those nodes are? Kind of like a world map view of those nodes, or no?
Kinda. Not specifically on Etherscan. Not from what I'm looking at. I do see a bunch of IP addresses, though. If you were to have more information on where these IP addresses are associated to geologically, then yes, these nodes can be found and mapped. But chances are these nodes are also running VPNs or running behind a VPN.
Yeah, but wouldn't the... Because, like, I forgot where it was that the majority of these exchanges own an X amount of tokens. So if not one exchange alone can control either market, but if multiple of these exchanges were to get bought out or acquisitioned, they own a larger share of it.
Yeah. I just realized I'm looking. If I look two more to the right, besides what's it called, IP address, I see country. United States, Germany, Russia, United States, Germany, a bunch of United States, Germany.
So they probably give you probably give you a number of the amount
Ireland,
of where it's ran.
Yeah, so I'm sure probably Japan. So I'm pretty sure we could download the CSV here and probably filter that. But I'm almost certain that Nansen has that specific
They probably do.
They probably do. I don't know if they do or don't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just have a map to be or some type of percentage, some type of chart that says what.
That shows what.
Because services like Nansen, companies like Nansen probably are using Etherscan's API services where they're just tapping in directly to that information. Because Etherscan is a block explorer, they kind of digest information from the blockchain directly, and fix it up a little bit for others. Okay. So, and then Nansen probably takes it another step further.
And just gets a what?
Re-ingestes it.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Malticallo.
What? Your Spanish was so bad.
So that's what I was gonna say regurgitate it, but I was like, that's not.
You meant masticarlo?
Masticarlo.
Yo, no one roast him. I think it's a great time to interrupt this beautiful podcast with a great segment of what's going on in February.
What's going on in February?
We are going to be at the Bend again, February 13th.
Correct.
For crypto matchmaking. Plow, plow, plow. Meaning we're going to connect you with the right chain for you and what your needs are and what you want to do in your life, in the crypto space. I was going to say in your life.
In your life.
But, in the crypto space.
At some point.
And while we're at it, just because if whoever listens, and if you're in Miami, Ladies' Night is Tuesday, February 14th at the Bend. Ladies' Night always looks packed from their Instagram. I would suggest pulling up to that as well. If you're there already, might as well, knock it down out of the park. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we got to promote.
Yeah, gotta help. Gotta promote.
We promise you guys will get videos for promotions one day. Everything's in the works right now.
We got things in the agenda.
There's a lot of things in the works.
There's some workflow.
It's a 2-man team, slowly building.
Slowly building.
So trust me, we're still waiting on some stuff.
It's bootstrapped.
Super bootstrap. I don't wear. I rarely wear boots.
Oh yeah, I wear.
The most amount of boots I've ever worn are for the code, like snow boots. I'm not a boot guy.
I have 2 pairs of boots.
I'm a sneaker guy.
I was complimented on them the other day.
Yeah? Did you feel happy when they complimented you?
Yeah.
Like, what's a compliment? I always like, I really appreciate that compliment.
Most recently, those boots.
Oh, I mean in general, like, what's the one that tickles you the most?
What tickles me the most?
Yeah.
Compliment wise?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because I have mine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
You smell good.
You smell good?
Yeah.
And you're like, you know I smell good.
Mine's is always, I know I smell good, and you can't identify what it is for the most part. Tricks of the trade. I can't tell the secrets.
You're like,
mix 2 colognes together.
You just said you weren't going to say this.
I know. Bleep it.
Bleep it.
Keep it in.
No, honestly, I just like compliments. I can't tell you which one specifically.
What a fucking narcissist.
It's
likes
like
compliments.
Just like compliments. Who doesn't like compliments? I got you there.
Yo, for real though, you said that, I was gonna say something like, who doesn't like compliments? Like a psychopath.
A psychopath. Yeah.
And even then, they want to be acknowledged.
Yeah. Even like Wednesday Addams, she liked compliments.
Who?
Wednesday Addams.
What?
Wednesday Addams.
Oh, you're talking about this. Oh, I didn't watch that show.
No.
It
was a good show.
I don't got time for that.
It was a good show.
Wait, you watch a full show?
Yeah. It was like 10 episodes.
Me and you live differently right now.
Why?
I don't know what shows are.
I figured you didn't know what shows are.
The only show I'm actually watching.
I was at the gym this morning listening to that playlist you sent me, and there was an episode. There was like a song of like Gone, like just
which playlist? The anime,
the anime hardstyle playlist, and it was just of like it was called I think Gone's Rage. And I was like, oh, I wonder if William saw it. I was like, I should recommend it to him. I was like, he's not going to watch it. He's like, I know how he is. He's not going to watch any show right now.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't got time for that.
Yeah, but it's a really good one. Hunter x Hunter.
You know how many times I've been told to watch Hunter x Hunter?
A bunch, I'm sure.
Dude, countless. And I just don't watch it.
It's a good show.
I was told. So what do we got planned for the agenda?
For the agenda?
So we got another I was about to say we got another podcast. We only do one podcast a week.
We got another podcast coming out next week.
Yeah. Heads up. It's going to be a fun one. Heads up, you should maybe watch the video if you haven't done so.
Yeah.
Spoilers. It's called The Great Crypto Scam, or Crypto, the world's greatest scam. It was a YouTube video. The guy did a great job saying how crypto was bullshit. I just looked at me and paused. I recommend you watch. I can't give any more information because we're going to break that down.
We're going to talk about it next episode. But yeah, it was it's definitely worth a watch.
You don't want to watch it. You don't want to watch the information only on your team. You want to watch both the other team.
Absolutely, always.
I'm not going to give any thoughts on it yet because Alex is going to kill me now if I do.
Yeah, because we're just merging 2 episodes together.
Hey, man. What? Alex, what do you mean? We're hanging out. We're talking. We're chilling. It's a hang that we talk about crypto.
It is. It's always a good time. It's always fun having these little talks.
A little. This takes effort, my dude.
Speaking about effort, I found a cool thing that you might like on this block explorer called Block Chair.
He's going back on topic, guys.
Yes. Someone's got to stay focused.
I enjoy just talking. Whatever.
So I was on Block Chair.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I need to interrupt you one more time. Please follow and like and subscribe to Instagram, YouTube. Twitter's being worked on again. Twitter, something happened. Actually, just say they suspended our account for some reason.
They did suspend our account.
I don't know why I did that foo-foo shit.
I thought I saw that notification at first, and I'm like, oh, it's probably a soft ban. No, it said perma-ban.
We were perma-banned for some reason. I think it was for sharing links. We weren't big enough. We're still talking to Twitter about that. I feel like we should have. They haven't acknowledged that.
They
haven't replied to us. Elon did fire half of them.
That's true.
Let's remember that. They might be understaffed right now.
That is true. Yo, they're not understaffed enough to block accounts, though.
That's automated, probably. But they did ban our account. We're in talks to Elon. We literally wrote in the email that we liked the app and we just fucked up.
Yeah.
We're trying to fix it. We don't know what's wrong. We're working on it. But follow Instagram at Sometimes Crypto. It's only followed by 3 accounts, ourselves and the Bend, because that's our people.
Mm-hmm. We love the Bend.
Oh,
They are our people.
wherever you listen to this, please like, comment, share.
Yeah.
Do something.
If you share it,
honestly, if you share it,
I literally won't be able to sleep that night. Out of my
I will throw a party.
Pure joy and excitement.
If I get 1 share, I'm throwing a party.
Throw a party.
All right, Alex, you can go back on topic. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest.
I'm gonna bleep all that out just because you decided to interrupt me.
You know, if you did that, you would just kill the marketing. You literally would just kill the marketing, and then you talk about you're the marketing guy. You just killed the marketing.
Yeah, but just out of spite because.
Okay, if it's out of spite, fair enough. I can relate.
I'm kidding.
I know I can relate because I would do something to you like that too. So I get it. It makes sense.
No, so I was on blockchair.com and I was seeing how I was like, oh, you could search up ENS names and stuff like that. And I remember that you could embed data into these transactions for Bitcoin.
What?
So like whenever you send a transaction on Bitcoin, you know how you could like send information like a little memo. So there's text that you could embed into the transaction. So you could just write certain messages on it. For some reason, the first search I searched up for was I left the body, just to see if someone was bold enough to say where they left their body of a corpse somewhere. I thought that was funny. Then I chose to search up "marry me."
Wait. You just really walked over that real quick.
So
wait, you said you just searched for "I left the body." Did it populate?
Nothing populated. That's why.
This guy was leaving me hanging.
That's why I searched up "marry me," and then I found there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 proposals done over the Bitcoin blockchain.
5 proposals.
Are
there any yeses to that?
Like, well, one of them. Okay, so gets this one. This one was just a quote. It says, "Quote, Khan, will you marry me?" Tan, yes.
You think it really happened?
I don't know. But I see.
You think they got married?
I don't know. I hope so. So these.
What do you think about marriage, bro?
What do I think about marriage?
I don't know, because you're looking at proposals over here.
Nah, it was just like, okay, so I guess what happened was it saw my first search and it was like, this is kind of whack, dog. Check this one out. It was like automated populated.
Okay.
Yeah. It says so the first one I see was Yuan, will you marry me? I was like, damn. Block 663849. Time December 31st, 2020, 3:20 p.m. UTC, 2 years ago. And it shows you the hash also. Really cool stuff.
And it shows the yes?
I don't know. Why would they respond yes on that?
Because you want to get married.
Yeah, but like, just say yes in person. I don't know. I feel like these are probably like, this is funny because like, you really gotta love crypto to like, you and your spouse or your loved one, your significant other.
So I had a thought, like, what if marriage becomes a smart contract?
Possible.
Like, if people write up their prenups already, for the most part, and a prenup doesn't protect everything, all assets depending where you are, but if in the smart contract you write, oh, we're going to divide assets in such a way X, Y, Z, and then you just put like, it'll just be the crypto assets that are held there, or like all asset titles, you know, that could be worked on. Whoever heard this idea, run with it. Just run with it. Make it happen. You'll save a lot of people's money.
That's funny.
I don't know, man. Trying to provide
some ideas.
Trying to provide ideas out here in the streets.
That's funny.
Not an exciting topic to talk about. I'm going to say that.
The block explorers.
I'm going to say it. Someone has to say it.
Well,
I'm also the only person in this room. So if it's not me, it's not you. Who else?
Well, I was searching up on like some like tools that they have on Etherscan, and they have a check previous balance tool. So you could click on a specific wallet, change it to a specific date, and it'll show you the balance that it had on that date, not just the balance that it has currently. And it'll also show you the difference between that date and now. So we could technically see VFriends' community wallet. Yeah. Google it. Yeah, we could actually like see that right now. It's definitely searchable. You want me to look for that?
Or the apes?
The community wallet for the apes? Yeah.
For the treasury?
Probably. Yeah. Actually, not specifically. Yeah. It just got to be found.
What do you mean?
Like.
Can't you search it? Can't you search it?
I don't. Let's see. Oh. Board.
BAYC?
Ape Yacht Club.
I'm like, that has to be searchable.
Board Ape Comic. Board Ape Yacht Club. There it is. BAYC. Check mark. Let's see. Contract. Right there. Balance.
Hold up. I have a specific date I want to check. Give me 1 second now so I can look it up.
No, but this isn't the community wallet ad contract.
No.
The wallet that I'm looking at is specifically the contract that generated the apes.
Oh.
So like, yeah. So right now I see all the transactions, all the transactions that are done from apes, and under that wallet, but I don't see. Like, I would have to look for their smart contract wallet, for like the community wallet.
Okay.
It might be this one.
I'm currently on CoinGecko looking up what I want to look.
Deployer. I mean, this has got hella ether in it. 423. Ether.
All right, I am ready
For
give you the date.
For what?
I want to when you find it. No? Damn it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just don't know which one it is.
No, I just wanted to see if, because I was going to check peak price to see how much ETH they had at value at that time. Like when the
Peak price. Oh, how much ETH they had
at time of peak.
I see. I'm looking for it. I'm doing quick little like Google search to see if they have, because I'm sure someone already knows which wallet that is.
Probably.
I just don't know what wallet that is.
Whatever. No worries. We'll figure it out for another day. So this actually brings me back to something that happened a few months back now, which we're gonna talk. We're about to touch a controversial person, like always.
Okay.
So when Logan Paul was coming out with his 99 Originals project, he did an auction. And one of the NFT, this specific NFT was the right to get on Impulsive's podcast show. And on that pot, he had the people who got that pot, who won the bid. And they talked about how the way they were able to win the bid is because they realized it was a whale. They went and checked to see how much ETH he had in the hot wallet, and then just bid that price. And they knew that if he wanted to outbid them for it, that he would have to go into
his cold wallet,
his cold wallet in the moment live to transfer it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, he won't make that play because who would?
Yeah,
like in the middle of bidding and all that. So that's how they won it out, because they went and found out who it was, like the wallet address I was bidding. They're like, they took it and then
they found the ETH value of that wallet.
Correct. And then you just bid that price, well, a little over that price, so he wouldn't be able to bid it. That's how they won it. Crazy.
That is pretty cool. Tactics.
So do you know what's going on with Logan Paul
right now?
Yeah.
No, I have no clue.
No?
Oh, was it something about I remember seeing something, but I don't know what's going on.
So I only watched one of the videos out of the 3-part series they made, which was with CoffeeZilla.
Coffee. That's all. I remember hearing something.
So
about
apparently,
coffee, that's a user person. That's a person, right? Like a username.
Yeah, that's for YouTube.
Okay.
That's his YouTube handle, CoffeeZilla. Okay. He did a 3-part series on Logan, and his NFT project, CryptoZoo. How it was a scam, and how people were lied to, and how money was stolen. Blah blah blah. I don't know the full details, so I'm not going to get into it. Watch their stuff.
Just go over there and check
it out. Watch Logan's response. Take what you want from it. Don't take anything from it. That's up to you.
Lots of drama.
Lots of drama. I ain't part of it, so I don't. I wasn't affected. I didn't. Whatever. However, throughout that drama, I had a thought of, so mishandled the situation. Because from what I understand is CryptoZoo, the developers of it, like who created the code, stole the code, ran away with it. He hired very con artists and people who just didn't know what they're talking about. He hired those, and then they stole it, whatever. So then because of that, he just put the project kind of on a back burner from what he's saying, and just stop working on it and just like try to fix all the wrongs. Like just continue to build the project and just try to make the game aspect of it viable and workable even after it was stolen. And like he was saying that there's lawsuits involved and everything else. So what I'm seeing is though, which happens a lot in just crypto and in general, is when something goes wrong, people typically don't want to talk about what went wrong. And I think that's where he's getting his backlash. Well, the majority.
For not being transparent
about it. Like, not in the moment of it happening, but like, oh, shit, guys, look, this is what happens. Or this is what's going on. Maybe because it was legal action, he couldn't. But in that situation, you go, look, guys, this is what's going on. There's legal actions. We cannot talk about it. Hold tight. And then say that. Instead of going MIA on it and not saying anything.
There you go. Scam type.
Like, he was scammed and then he was XYZ. Whether he was or wasn't,
we don't know.
There are legal actions, whatever. But, I don't know, just interesting.
That is interesting. That is very interesting stuff. No, yeah, I remember seeing some stuff about Logan going on. I just didn't want to say it was crypto related and be wrong.
No, it was crypto related.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to say it was like a rug pull, like he scammed them out of it. But from what they're saying is himself and his manager who created the project never sold any of the tokens. So they still held it.
Yeah, but from what I remember hearing was that he didn't pay the developers.
That's what but they're saying that the developers that were hired couldn't fulfill the promises that they were saying he could do.
Okay.
So they're just
like both neither end was like kept up, and I was like,
maybe neither end kept up, and then he also said like, I hired a con man. Like the person he was about the project with apparently wasn't really that person. He was lying. He was conning him out of it, which I found funny. I read online was like, you got conned, da 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 da.
That's funny.
And I was just kind of like, you would get conned too, ha ha ha.
Anyone could get conned nowadays.
I think it's easier to get conned than what people think it is.
Yeah, it's really easy for people to get conned. I mean, it sucks because people get really creative with it. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'm scared for when it will happen to me. For me, it's I just feel like it's not a if it happens, it's a when it happens.
I already got conned and scammed once. It's okay.
It's a when it happens.
We talked about it on this very podcast.
Yeah.
Project went bye-bye.
Yep. Dipped.
Honestly, at the prices right now, I could rebuy it.
You get back in.
I could get back what it was taken from me. It may never blow, but I could get it back, which is funny. Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
You seem out of conversation.
No. It's just I was just listening to what you had.
What's your time?
Our time?
40?
Our time is currently at 45.
What?
50 minutes and 45 seconds.
Gotcha.
I think we covered what Block Explorers had to do.
You have a little insight for the next week's pod?
Give a little insight. A little promo.
A little promo for the bend too?
Promo for the bend. Some crypto news with Logan Paul.
Not really, because I am not fully aware. But do check out their information. Check out what's going on. Give us your own thoughts. Create your own thoughts on the situation.
Yeah.
I exit out of words, guys. I think we're going to call it. It's been another week. Wait. I'm sorry. Before we call it, please follow our Instagram, Sometimes Crypto. Please, wherever you're listening to this, leave a comment, whatever you can leave it. We'll take it. I'll take a W when I can take it. But it's been another week of your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted Crypto Podcast. Hey, yo.